Hello and welcome to Paul Talbot's Aquarium Adventures. So just some ideas on overhauling this aquarium. The first concern is the surface area is extremely flat. So we've got a power head here that we're going to attach up closer to the surface in order to get better surface exchange. We're going to put these heaters down into the sump. We're going to remove the air stones altogether. We're going to take out a lot of the ornaments, especially the tackier looking stuff. Maybe leave that in and leave a couple of the nicer looking, maybe leave that, put that over to the corner and build the gravel up around there. Have a bit of elevated gravel so we can keep some of the decorations that are in here. We're going to put universal rock to hide this whole area from the outside, and universal rock to hide it from the inside. We're going to take all the driftwood out because we don't want the tea colour. Obviously we could put carbon in if we want to get rid of the tea colour, but I'd rather just get rid of it altogether. Then we're going to remove the hood because that does give us a bit of a dated 80s look. Instead we're going to put some nice high powered razors that will just sit on top of the aquarium. They've got their own legs and they'll mount up and look really nice. Then we're going to replace the substrate and we're going to put in like a nice iron sand or something along those lines. We will have to temporarily rehouse the fish because this will be a fairly significant overhaul. We'll get the heaters into the sump. We'll check out what materials in the sump because we'll be really wanting marine pure in there. I'm not sure if marine pure is in there right now. We might suggest putting a bit of marine pure into the sump. And with a complete overhaul, we'll make this tank look absolutely spectacular. Once it's got the razor lights, it'll really be quite a feature. Then we'll reintroduce the fish, and we'll start off with a whole lot of fast-growing plants, things like Anubias and sorry, not Anubias. I mean things like Ambulia and wisteria and various fast-growing plants to absorb the nutrients. Then once the tank is well stable and the plants are growing very well, then we could start putting in some slower growing plants, whether it be some crypts or some chain swords or various foreground plants. So anyway, that's the plan. We'll overhaul this tank. It will look spectacular. But it's a really good thing to overhaul your tank every now and then, because you find that no matter how good your tank is, one year you absolutely love your tank, the next year you like the tank, and the next year you've seen it. So every 2 to 3 years, it's really great to just gut your tank, overhaul it, because it's absolutely like you just bought a new tank. You get fully back into it again, and especially if you do change from fresh to salt or tropical community to cichlid or whatever, the actual change itself really inspires you to get back into your fish keeping when you've got something new. So you'll see on one of my earlier videos that I'll put links to the bottom underneath this one. You'll see last time that I came over to visit this aquarium and made a few suggestions on what we could do to improve the aquarium, and we've now gone and done those suggestions, and today I've just come over and reintroduced some fish, and it is looking absolutely awesome. So we've got dual spectrum MR LED lights on there now. These things are pretty cool. They've got like a remote control. It's actually relatively easy to use. You basically just hit setting 1, 2 or 3 and then turn it up or turn it down. Whoops. So changing the color is quite simple. It's got a few different banks and you can just control the intensity of each bank, which is a bit of fun until you lose your remote. And so the fish are loving life. Back in here, we've got a Pictus cat running around, settling in. The plants have been here for quite a while now. How long have they been here?
3 or 4 weeks.
So probably the best part of a month. Got iron sand on the bottom. It's the featherfin cat just back in the tank. So what's going on down here? Filter's going fine. Yeah, massive transformation. Anyway, put a little comment down the bottom and tell us what you think of the conversion of this tank from what it was to what it is. Once we slowly allow the plants to grow and add more fish, it'll start to look $1,000,000.